Namo Narayana, Jai Swami Narayana, Namaste, welcome back. Today we are reading chapter 19, a description of the island of Jambudvipa. Sukadeva Goswami was continuing his narration. My dear king, in King Purusha Varsha, the great devotee Hanuman is always engaged with the inhabitants of that land in devotional service to Lord Ramachandra, the elder brother of Lakshmana and the dear husband of Sita Devi. A host of Gandhavaras is always engaged in chanting the glories of Lord Rama. That chanting is always extremely auspicious. Hanuman and Artisena, the chief person in Kimpurusana Varsha, constantly hear those glories with complete attention. Hanuman chants the following mantras. Let me please your lordship by chanting the bija mantra Omkara. I wish to offer my respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead, who is the best among the most highly elevated personalities. Your lordship is the reservoir of all the good qualities of Aryans, people who are advanced. Your character and behavior are always consistent, and you always control your senses and mind. Acting just like an ordinary human being, you exhibit exemplary character to teach others how to behave. There is a touchstone that can be used to examine the quality of gold, but you are like a touchstone that can verify all good qualities. You are worshipped by Brahmanas, who are the foremost of all devotees. You, the Supreme Person, are the King of Kings, and therefore I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. The Lord, whose pure form is uncontaminated by the modes of material nature, can be perceived by pure consciousness. In the Vedanta he is described as being one without a second. Because of his spiritual potency, he is untouched by the contamination of material nature, and because he is not subjected to material vision, he is known as transcendental. He has no material activities, nor has he a material form, nor name. Only in pure consciousness, Krishna consciousness, can one perceive the transcendental form of the Lord. Let us be firmly fixed at the lotus feet of Lord Rama, and let us offer our respectful obeisances unto those transcendental lotus feet. It was ordained that Ravana, chief of the Rakshasas, could not be killed by anyone but a man, and for this reason Lord Rama, Lord Vishnu, appeared in the form of a human being. Lord Rama's mission, however, was not only to kill Ravana, but also to teach mortal beings that material happiness centered around sex life or centered around one's wife is the cause of many miseries. He is the self-sufficient, Supreme Personality of Godhead, and nothing is lamentable for him. Therefore, why else could he be subjected to tribulations by the kidnapping of Mother Sita? Since Lord Rama is Lord Vishnu, Vyasadeva, he is not attached to anything in this material world. He is the most beloved supersoul of all self-realized souls, and he is their very intimate friend. He is full of all opulences. Therefore, he could not possibly have suffered because of separation from his wife, nor could he have given up his wife and Lakshmana, his younger brother. To give up either would have been absolutely impossible. One cannot establish a friendship with the Supreme Lord Rama on the basis of material qualities, such as one's birth in an aristocratic family, one's personal beauty, one's eloquence, one's sharp intelligence, or one's superior race or nation. None of these qualifications is actually a prerequisite for friendship with Lord Rama. Otherwise, how is it possible that although we uncivilized inhabitants of the forest have not taken noble births, although we have no physical beauty, and although we cannot speak like gentlemen, Lord Rama has nevertheless accepted us as friends? Therefore, whether one is a demigod or a demon, a man or a creature other than a man, such as a beast or a bird, everyone should worship Lord Rama, Lord Vishnu, who appears on this earth just like a human being. There is no need of great austerities or penances to worship the Lord, for he accepts even a small service offered by the devotee. Thus he is satisfied, and as soon as he is satisfied, the devotee is satisfied. Indeed, Lord Rama brought all the devotees of Ayodhya back home, back to Godhead. Sukadeva Goswami continued his narration. The glories of Lord Vishnu are inconceivable. He has appeared in the form of Narayana in the land of Bharatavarsha at a place known as Badarikashrama to favor his devotees by teaching them religion, knowledge, renunciation, spiritual power, sense control, and freedom from false ego. He is advanced in the opulence of spiritual assets, and he engages in executing austerity unto the end of this millennium. This is the process of self-realization. In his own book, known as the Narada Pankaratra, Bhagavan Narada has very vividly described how to work to achieve the ultimate goal of life, devotion, through knowledge and through execution of the mystic yoga system. He has also described the glories of the Lord Vishnu. The great sage Narada instructed the tenets of this transcendental literature to Savarni Manu in order to teach those inhabitants of Bharatavarsha, who strictly follow the principles of Varnashrama Dharma, how to achieve the devotional service of the Lord. Thus, Narada Muni, along with other inhabitants of Bharatavarsha, always engage in the service of Narayana, and he chants as follows. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Narayana, the best of all saintly persons, Lord Vishnu. He is the most self-controlled and self-realized. He is free from false prestige, and he is the asset of persons who have no material possessions. He is the spiritual master of all Paramahamsas, who are the most exalted human beings. And he is the master of the self-realized. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto his lotus feet. Sukadeva Goswami continued, Narada, the most powerful saintly sage, also worships Narayana by chanting the following mantra. Lord Vishnu is the master of the creation, maintenance, annihilation of this visible cosmic manifestation. Yet he is completely free from false prestige. Although to the foolish he appears to have accepted a material body like us, he is unaffected by bodily tribulations like hunger, thirst, and fatigue. Although he is the witness who sees everything, his senses are unpolluted by the objects he sees. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto that unattached, pure witness of the world, the Supreme Soul, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. O my Lord, Master of all mystic yoga, this is the explanation of the yogic process spoken of by Lord Brahma, Hiranyagarbha, who is self-realized. At the time of death, all yogis give up the material body with full detachment simply by placing their minds at your lotus feet. That is the perfection of yoga. Materialists are generally very attached to their present bodily comforts, and to the bodily comforts they expect in the future. Therefore, they are always absorbed in thoughts of their wives, children, and wealth, and are afraid of giving up their bodies, which are full of stool and urine. If a person engaged in Krishna consciousness, however, is also afraid of giving up his body, what is the use of his having labored to study the Shastras? It was simply a waste of time. Therefore, O Lord, O Transcendence, kindly help us by giving us the power to execute Bhakti Yoga so that we can control our restless minds and fix them upon you. We are all infected by your illusory energy. Therefore, we are very attached to the body, which is full of stool and urine, and to anything related to the body. Except for devotional service, there is no way to give up this attachment. Therefore, kindly bestow upon us this benediction. And I'm actually going to pause there midway through his mantra and his prayers. And I'm just going to say, here is my little Hanuman statue that sits on my shelf right in front of my sofa. I have read about the adventures of Hanumanji and Lord Rama and Sita and all the others on this channel. Read the 6-volume, depending upon how you're counting, 7-volume version by Valmiki. You can go back and find it and see who these people are if you don't already know, but you may. But the detailed 7-volume version is well worth taking the time to go through. So I'll just say it was very enjoyable to see reference to them suddenly appear in the Bhagavad Gita. I wasn't expecting that. And I think that's a good place to close. So, thank you. Thank you for watching. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Swami Narayan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.